Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I wish you all a merry and a blessed new year. It's the 1st of February. I've been awake since 4 o'clock this morning. Interesting day yesterday. So I came here, I set up camp, did some drone shots. Now went swimming, did some drone shots, ate a little bit, wait for friends, and then they arrived at about, I think 4 o'clock more or less. So we set up their camp. I'm just gonna try and get out of the sun. Sure. So about 10 past 6 started to rain. It wasn't raining, it was pouring, like serious bad pouring, and most of the campsites were wet. It was crazy. Now the thing is, it wasn't just raining hard, there was a strong wind. So whoever made what shelter and precautions for their tents didn't work, because that wind blew the water underneath. But I'll show you guys later but how I slept. Surprisingly dry. I survived actually, so I'll show you guys a bit later. But it was interesting, and it reminds me again, oh, there's some antelope. Look at those ears. The guys who slept the best was obviously the caravans, but also in the rooftop tents, because they had some wind but they were off the ground. So most of us who were on the ground had water. But yeah, we had some braai. I tested, there you go, the new rocket stove. Thank you, Louis. I'll show you guys a bit later today. I tested the rocket stove and I used 6 sticks of wood, and just under 17 minutes I boiled a full kettle, which is about, I think, 1.7 liters, which is not bad just on 7 sticks. Guys, let me see if I can get closer to the antelope. I'll show you guys now. Right there. There you go. Seems like there's a whole tribe. Oh, there at the back. There's a whole tribe of them. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there they go. So as I was saying, that little portable rocket stove worked really nice, and I'll show you guys a bit later today what it looks like and how it works. But I'm still waiting for everybody to wake up. I'm like very early. Some of the campers are woken up. I already had my second cup of coffee, went to the showers already. So yeah, I'm waiting for my friends as well. We're gonna make breakfast, probably just bacon and eggs or something. I already had rusks, biscuit. I'm just walking around. I actually slept from about 1:30. No, I'm lying. 12:30 about until 4. So I haven't slept more than 4 hours for 5 days in a row. I'm tired. But I forgot to mention, I said this year I'm going to do something different. And I can gladly say that I went into the new year, or I swam into the new year butt naked. I had a skinny dip, 12 o'clock. Everybody went to bed except a small campers group. There were a few left in the entertainment area, and the lightning struck twice last night, like really, like right above us, and set up the lights twice. So one of the lights at the swimming pool wasn't working, so there was a nice shady dark spot, and I went and I just skinnied it for like 5 minutes. So a little bit of adventure. I hope you guys also had a new year. I'm not going to shoot a lot really for this 1 or 2 days we come camping. I'll continue when I have my computer system done, because December was one of those months that really tests a man's patience and gratitude. Because the car broke, we might actually put up a electronic starter system like the on the racing cars for the distributor, because I don't think I'm gonna find one. So someone made a recommendation to use those electronic ones, and the computer broke. That's why I haven't actually posted a lot of videos because I can't make videos if I can't edit them, right? So I'll get everything sorted out, and I've got a week of holiday left. So yeah, interesting December, but I think everything will work out fine, and I'm looking forward to the new year. But something to maybe consider investing in is gumboots, rain boots. Because imagine if you are in a situation where you evacuate to a safer area, and you are, for example, on a farm or somewhere safe, and there's also rain and all those things happening. You want to pretty much not use your nice shoes and stuff in the mud the whole day. So yeah, most of the people walk barefoot because there's sand and there's like a tar road down there. But in the bush, on a farm, it's not always that privileged to have nice grass and a safe space to walk. So gumboots, you can pretty much, especially those high gumboots, you can just walk in the rain, walk everywhere with them, and the most modern ones are comfortable as well, and they look nice. So you might invest in a pair of gumboots, so that days like this, what we had for the past few days, and December with the rain, you can actually just walk in gumboots and save your clothing and save your shoes. Luckily I had a full raincoat on my camera bag, so when it rained yesterday, I was the first one out to grab my gear, and I walked around in the raincoat. Most people were wet. A few had an umbrella, but everybody looked at me like, why did you bring a raincoat? And I was like, it's what I do. So yeah, always be prepared. Well, because I knew it was raining, so I prepared for the worst, and I brought the raincoat and everything, and it worked. And when I get down to the campsite, I'll quickly show you guys how it worked. So I was actually trying to show you guys a bird. The moment I walked closer, it flew off. Now most of you in South Africa will know toot 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 toot. The bird's called the Piet my vrou, because of the sounds like Piet my vrou. Now there's about 3, maybe 4 of them in the campsite. Now I kid you not, since yesterday morning I got here until the rain started, the storm, about 6 o'clock, it stopped. But this morning at 4 o'clock until now, non-going. And even the last time we were here in the previous camp, these birds are non-stop communicating Piet my vrou, Piet my vrou, Piet my vrou, the whole bloody day. It's amazing actually, really. It gets a bit irritating, but I don't know if you guys can hear that. But when I was a kid and my dad was still alive, we did hiking. Like I started hiking when we were 5 years old. When I was 6 or 7, we started doing 3-day hikes. That's why I got such a big love for the outdoors. But I remember that's one of the birds my dad, I remember my dad taught me. It's called a Piet my vrou. So it brings back a lot of childhood memories. But from dusk till dawn, from dawn till dusk, Piet my vrou, Piet my vrou. Yo, yeah, but there's a couple of birds here. I want to show you guys the antelope, but I'll go look for them later on. Those antelopes were coming closer during the day last night, but just before the rain. And when the rain started, everything scattered. Everybody was gone. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys. I'll try and record the sound. I don't know if it's gonna reach up to here, but again. By the day, the top. Let me know if you guys can hear that. Oh, I'll just hear the editing as well, but it goes like that the whole day, from one side to the other side. Piet my vrou, Piet my vrou. But yeah, we can't complain. That's the nostalgic of the African bush. Okay, so this actually worked. There was no water clogging up anywhere during the night. There was a little bit over here, but most of it just fell down. So the stretched setup really worked this time. So obviously the rain got wet on the floor, like, because it was gushing. What happened was, because the rain came from the east side and the wind was blowing, so a lot of water came in that side. Other side was quite dry, but so the wind blew in some of the water down there and it wet on the sides there, but it's mostly dry. I'm going to remove my tent now. So because the tarp is against the tent, some of the dampness like reached right on the top. Just quickly see if I can change. So a lot of dampness was there. So on this side there was a little water pool there, it didn't last long. This side was actually dry, and then obviously that small end at the back and over here was also wet, but the entire area that I actually slept was nice. My head did rub against that piece over there because it's down low. I'm gonna just switch the mattress later on, but it was freaking dry, so it's really amazing. I'm gonna take my tent out now, just put it in the sun and dry the tops. Alright, let me show you guys the rocket stove which Louis sent me. Now if you guys saw the video earlier, there's some footage of the rocket stove from last night. So basically you have the feet and the head part, the grill part, and then this is the feeder part. So basically everybody's watching me. You just connect it, press it in, and then marked on the feet. There's markings. Pretty much only goes in one way. So plus, so there's the feet side, and then the bottom one, 2 and 2. So in time the markings goes off. So there is the rocket stove. So okay, now I tested this last night. So it took this little stove just under 17 minutes. 6 sticks, 1.7 liters kettle to boil. Now to give you a perspective of why these rocket stoves are so important. Now if you usually buy a normal packet of wood, you get a average size piece like this, and this is the 6 wood, the sticks. So basically it's the same length. 6 pieces of sticks, less than 1 piece of wood, just under it's like 16.5 minutes more or less to boil 1.7 liters. Amazing. You save so much on fuel. Louis, thank you very much. That's the benefits of having a chef around. Good morning everybody, I hope you guys are well. So I didn't really get to shoot a lot yesterday because I didn't plan anything for this trip. I was intentionally just coming out, camp, test at the mini rocket stove, the setup idea, and it looks like it worked. So we had that storm on Friday afternoon and most of the campsite was wet and oh, it was terrible. But except for the little sides and the pointy ends of the tent, I was quite dry. So it actually worked. It was a little bit of a hassle because that blue pump mattress things are terrible. For a cheap, quick idea just to get off the ground, it works. And but it flattened a little bit during the night. The pillow that came with flattened. It's PT, it's work to pump that thing up with that mini pump. I would just recommend getting a stretcher if it fits in your tent or what, but it won't fit in that small thingy. But I slept okay the past 2 days, yesterday and today. Absolutely stunning weather. We thought it would rain yesterday because the clouds were gathering up, but it blew over. We had the most amazing night, the stars. I had friends over yesterday and we bride, we went swimming, and I just flew around with the drone a little bit. There was an antelope opposite our campgrounds by the neighbors, and I took some drone shots and we just chilled, ate a little bit, quick small braai, we did marshmallows and we went to bed. We were tired, all of us, everybody in the campsite, because the camping community was next to me, behind me. They were tired. Everybody just went to bed early, and me as well. I'm still tired as hell. I slept terrible the past week or two. But for those around home, I will get back to Afrikaans videos again. I just did this for the adventure of it, for these camp episodes. I have a couple of ideas and videos I want to do early this year. By the time you guys watch this, it means the computer problems have been solved and I can edit again. I have a video I want to work. I'm gonna start making fire this year. Last year I made a video, Raya of Blay, the first one. It means it's about bugging in or bugging out. Are you staying or are you going? And one of the other communal groups which I have been informed is a self-proclaimed general. He was apparently a commandant or whatever in the police force, and now he's a general for their group. He made a reply video on my video about that, and I waited the year last year, and Natal happened, Afghanistan happened, so there's enough things to show as proof or evidence why the bugging out community and the idea, the emergency plan in South Africa is the better one, and I'll talk about that. I don't think they're going to be impressed by it, but in the end it's about the truth, facts, data, statistics, logistics. So yeah, I've got a couple of things I want to carry on. For those of you still following, for those who enjoyed these camping videos, thank you very much guys, I appreciate more than you know. Look after yourselves, keep well, I'll see you in the next one.